I hope you all are good at home and watching my video lessons regularly. Right, students? So students, in this class we are going to start the third comprehension of the chapter, The Best Christmas Present in the World. Right? So students, we have done with first and second comprehension. In second comprehension, we have read that what Jim has written to his wife. Right? तो हमने वो लेटर कंप्लीट पढ़ लिया है. अब जो ऑथर हैं वापस उस सिचुएशन में आ गए हैं जहाँ पे वो लेटर पढ़ रहे हैं. फाइन. सो नाउ लेट्स बिगिन द थर्ड comprehension. I folded the letter again and slipped it carefully back into its envelope. I kept awake all night. By morning, I knew what I had to do. I drove into Bridport, just a few miles away. Fine students. Now, जैसे ही नरेटर जो है लेटर पढ़ते हैं and then he folded it back क्योंकि उन्होंने unfold किया था to read the letter, right? So he folded the letter and he keeps the letter into the envelope carefully. Clear? And then he decided that he had to go to Bridport. Now Bridport से कुछ याद आ रहा होगा students. Bridport is a place which is in England and this letter was written to Coney. Okay, on that letter the address which was written was of Bridport. So it means we can say that Coney, the wife of Jim, was living in Bridport. Finally, he is going there. Okay, I asked a boy walking his dog where Copper Beeches was. So student, you know that Copper Beeches was the address which was written on the letter. So when the narrator went to Bridport, he asked a boy who was walking his dog, means dog को walk करवा रहे थे boy. So he asked him where the Copper Beeches was. Okay, so now house number 12 turned out to be nothing but a burned out shell. Right? So when he went there to house number 12, what did he find there? He find that it was nothing. There was nothing but a burned out, means it was destroyed with fire. Now students, if you remember, जो roll top desk थी which was bought by the author from the junk shop, वहाँ पे हमने देखा था there was scorch marks, burn marks. So we can say that this table, okay, roll top desk जो थी, it belonged to Coney, right? And that's why there was a burn marks. क्योंकि जो house है वो भी burn हो रखा था. Fine. Now the next is, I knocked at the house next door and asked if anyone knew the whereabouts of a Mrs. McPherson. Oh yes, said the old man in his slippers. He knew her well. A lovely old lady, he told me, a bit muddle-headed. But at her age, she was entitled to, wasn't she? So now, he went, because that house, Coney's house or Jim's house was burnt totally. So he went to the house which was next to that house and he asked there if anyone knows about Jim McPherson or Coney. Fine. Then when he went there, he found an old man. He came out of wearing a slipper. He was wearing a slipper and he told that, yes, I know her very well. She was a lovely lady, an old lady, and she was also muddle-headed. Muddle-headed means confused. So she, because students वो जो lady थी, she was very old. तो old age में क्या होता है? People get confused हो जाता है, and it is just means they behave like a child. Fine. So she was confused, and then the man who came out of his house and who was telling about the old lady told that because of her age, it is entitled to be, means it should be. Fine, it can be. And then let's move. 101 years old. So the lady was of 101 years old. She had been in the house when it caught fire. No one really knew how the fire had started, but it could well have been candles. Now, he is telling that when the house was burned, okay, at that time, the lady was in the house, okay, and people do not know what is the reason of the fire in the house, but they had a, guess that it was just because because of the candle. Okay, she used candles rather than electricity because she always thought electricity was too expensive. फाइन. सो जो लेडी थी वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का यूज नहीं करके कैंडल्स का यूज मोस्टली करती थी. व्हाई? बिकॉज शी ऑलवेज थॉट दैट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, कॉस्टली, राइट. सो वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को सेव करने के लिए व्हाट डिड शी डू? शी यूज्ड टू यूज कैंडल्स. फाइन. सो ये रीजन बताया जा रहा है कि आग जो लगी है, फायर जो लगी है उसके घर पे, उसका रीजन कैंडल्स हो सकते हैं. नाउ नेक्स्ट, द फायरमैन had got her out just in time. She was in a nursing home now, he told me. Burlington House on the Dorchester Road on the other side of town. So he is telling that fireman came there and he took that lady out, and now she is admitted in the nursing room. And where is the nursing room? Nursing home was in Burlington, Dorchester Road. Okay, so now let's move forward. I found Burlington House nursing home easily enough. So he found that place, nursing home, very easily. There were paper chains up in the hallway and lighted Christmas tree stood in the corner with the lopsided angle on the top. I said I was a friend come to visit Mrs. McPherson to bring her a Christmas present. So when he went there, he found that the place was completely decorated with paper. आपने देखा होगा पेपर के जो डेकोरेशंस हैं हम लोग भी यूज करते हैं होली पे, दिवाली पे, क्रिसमस सेलिब्रेशन पे, बर्थडेज पे. तो वो पेपर के जो डेकोरेशंस हैं वो लगे हुए थे वहाँ पे नर्सिंग रूम में. इट वॉज डेकोरेटेड. और जो क्रिसमस ट्री है वो लॉपसाइडेड एंगल पे था, मीन्स थोड़ा सा साइड में था एंड मुरझाया हुआ था. Mushaya means at this angle only. Okay. And then he said to someone that he has come there to meet Mrs. McPherson, that is Connie, and he also told them he wanted to give her a Christmas present. So finally यहाँ पे नाम आ गया है हमारे चैप्टर के टाइटल का, that is present. So finally we are going to know that what is the present talk about in this chapter. So I could see through into the dining room where everyone was wearing a paper hat and singing. So everyone was enjoying they were wearing a paper cap, you know, birthday पे बच्चे जो लोग पहनते हैं, they were all wearing and they were also singing the song because it was Christmas Eve, so they were singing song. The matron had a hat on too and seemed happy enough to see me. So जो matron जो होती है, जो take carer होती है, and she was also wearing hat and she was looking very happy. Okay, she even offered me a mince pie. Mince pie is a kind of sweet, and जो matron है जो take care करती है लोगों की nursing home में, she also offered what mince pie. She walked me along the corridor. Mrs. McPherson is not in with the others, she told me. So now she is rather confused today, so we thought it best if she had a good rest. So now she is saying that Mrs. McPherson is not celebrating with other people. Why? Because she was looking so confused today because of her old age, and must be she was thinking about something. So she was not with them because she was very confused, and then people thought to give her rest. So she was taking her rest. She has no family, you know. No one visits. So I am sure she will be only too pleased to see you. So now यहाँ से हमें पता चलता है कि Jim McPherson is no more. He must be died in the war. Okay. So Jim यहाँ पे नहीं है. किसे पता चल रहा है बेटा? ये हमें पता चलता है कि I am sure she will be only she has no family, you know. So there is no family. If there would be any family, तो कोई भी family member था वो कोनी से मिलने जरूर आता. Fine. But she is saying there is no family member, so it means there is means Jim is no more. Okay. So she is also saying that she will be happy to see you. Now she took me into a conservatory with wicker chairs and potted plants all around and left me. So there was a wicker and the potted plants around. There was a plants, and she was sitting. The old lady was sitting in a wheelchair, her hands folded in her lap. She had silver white hair pinned into a wispy bun. Wispy bun means a very neat bun. So she was wearing means she was she sat on a wheelchair, and her hands was on lamp. Okay, and she was having a wispy bun. She was gazing out at the garden. Hello means she was looking, staring at the garden. Then hello, I said. Means author said hello to her. She turned and looked up at me vacantly. Means she actually don't know who was that person. Actually, student, अगर आप भी किसी को जानते नहीं हो, and suddenly if anyone comes to you and say hello, then you will also look like vacant. Means empty. Means she don't know who is he, and he came to her and saying hello. So she was looking vacantly. Okay, happy Christmas, Pony. I went on. I found this. I think it's yours. As I was speaking, her eyes never left my face. I opened the tin box and gave it to her. That was the moment her eyes lit up with recognition and her face became suffused with a sudden glow of happiness. Now, when he came there, he said that Happy Christmas to her, and she was looking at him continuously. Okay, and then he opened the tin box and gave the letter to her. Okay, and he said that it's for you. And at the moment he gave the letter to Connie, she was very happy, and she was continually looking at the eyes of the author. Okay, she was very happy. The glow was on her face. I explained about the desk, about how I had found it, but I don't think she was listening to it. So he was continuously telling her that how I got this letter, and how about the desk also he was telling, but he said that I don't think that she was listening to her. Fine. For a while she said nothing but stroked the letter tenderly with her fingertips. So she was not speaking anything for a while, but she just जो letter है उसको बहुत ही प्यार से सहला रही थी, because the letter was very close to her, because it is of her husband. Suddenly she reached out and took my hand. Her eyes were filled with tears. You told me you would come home by Christmas, dearest, she said. And here you are, the best Christmas present in the world. Come closer, Jim dear, sit down. So here, then what she do? She just went to him and she took his hand. Okay, and her eyes was full of tears, and she said that you told me that you would come by Christmas, and you are here today, and this is the best Christmas present in the world. It means she was thinking that Jim is alive, and the person means the author is Jim. So वो ये सोच रही है जो ऑथर उनके पास आए हैं, वो ऑथर को दूसरा नहीं समझ के वो समझ रही है कि जो जिम है वो वही पर्सन. ओके, now she said that come closer and sit here. I sat down beside her. She kissed my chin. I read your letter so often, Jim, every day. I wanted to hear your voice in my hand. It always made me feel you were with me, and now you are. Now you are back. You can read it to me yourself. Now she is saying that I said, means the author sat beside her and she kissed her cheek. On her cheek, on his cheek, she kissed, and she said that she always read that letter, and she always, whenever she read that letter, she always think that my husband, my Jim, is always with me. Now you have come back, please read it yourself for me. Okay, so वो कहती है कि जो लेटर है अब आप आ गए हैं, प्लीज आप मेरे लिए पढ़िए ये लेटर. Okay, now you are back, you can read it to me yourself. Would you do that for me, Jim dear? I just want to hear your voice again. Now she is saying that I want to hear your voice. Okay, she is thinking that the person Actually, he was the author. I would love that so much. And then perhaps we will have some tea. I have made you a nice Christmas cake, marzipan all around. I know how much you love the marzipan. Love marzipan. So she knew already that marzipan. You know what is marzipan? Marzipan is a thing which is a sweet which is put on the cake. So she knew already that he likes that thing. So she said that please read the letter for me, and then we will have our tea, and also we will have cake. Okay, so this is how this chapter, and I hope you like this chapter. It is a kind of emotional chapter, right? So this is all for today's class.